Hello, let's finish or do part 2 of your review assignment. We were talking about solute versus solvent. A solvent is a substance that is in greatest amount in a solution, and it's usually water. And there can be more than one solute. So these are substances in lesser amount. So let's talk about air. Air contains nitrogen, oxygen, and then carbon dioxide and other gases. Nitrogen is the solvent. Oxygen would be one solute because it's at about 21%. Nitrogen's at about 78%. And carbon dioxide could be a solute. So there's more than one solute. Thickness. Oh wait, what factors affect how fast a material dissolves? So if you increase the temperature, it'll dissolve faster. If you increase the surface area, it'll dissolve faster. So instead of having sugar cubes, you can break the sugar up into tiny pieces. And you can agitate or stir it, and that will speed up the dissolving. Thickness or thinness. How is the thickness or thinness of a fluid measured, and what's this called? So this is called the viscosity, and we usually measure it using flow rate. Okay, and so here's how it works. The faster the flow rate, the lower the viscosity. Calculate density using a formula is the next one. So here's our formula for density. It equals the mass of the substance divided by its volume. And units are important, so the mass is in grams and the volume is in centimeters cubed or milliliters. How are mass and volume related when determining density? Well, if you graph the volume to mass ratio, if you graph that, you're going to get lines. The steeper the line, the higher the density. So here are 3 lines. Okay, this substance right here, this line, that would be the highest density. Second highest, and this line there with that slope would be the lowest density. How is buoyancy determined? There's a couple ways that we can determine buoyancy. One way is to take a force meter, hang an object from the force meter. The force meter will record its weight in air. Let's say that's 5 newtons for this object in air. And then put the object in water or a liquid and take the weight again. Read the spring scale, and let's say it's 3 newtons now in water. So what is the buoyancy or the upward push, the buoyant force of the liquid? It would be 2 newtons. How do you calculate pressure? Pressure equals the force in newtons divided by the surface area in meters squared. Next question. Scroll down. How is atmospheric pressure related to altitude? So here's my mountain. This is sea level, so the water. As you climb up the mountain, you have a column of air pushing down on you. So the higher up you go in the mountain, the smaller the column of air. So lower. Okay, so as you go up in altitude, pressure decreases. Pressure goes down because the column of air gets smaller. Next question. Describe the components needed for a hydraulic system. So what do you need for a hydraulic system? You need some pistons, and inside those pistons you need a liquid, because liquids are virtually incompressible inside